Reform UK Party leader Nigel Farage revealed some of the key pledges he will be campaigning for in upcoming UK elections, which include scrapping the BBC licence fee and targeting civil servants. Nigel Farage now leads the new Reform UK Party, previously known as the Brexit Party, and has fielded candidates for the upcoming Scottish parliamentary and local elections. He blasted the government and said the civil service, House of Lords and the tackling of coronavirus had to be looked at as they were not fit for purpose. Mr. Farage reiterated that his party was not about opposing lockdown and had many different policies, which he revealed on air. Speaking on talk radio, presenter Mike Graham asked Mr. Farage, "What are your plans coming up? You've got the May elections looming. What's the latest?" Mr. Farage replied, "Well, I get slightly annoyed at lazy journalists saying that Reform UK has been formed as an anti-lockdown party. It has not. You know, when we launched the Brexit Party, the slogan was change politics for good, and that we thought that Brexit was the first step to a necessary set of reforms to bring our country into the 21st century. And that means things like getting rid of the BBC licence fee. It means things like reining in the quangos, the civil servants. It means things like saying that the House of Lords stuffed with hundreds of Tony Blair, David Cameron, and now, of course, Boris Johnson's friends is completely unfit for purpose in the 21st century. So it is a radical reform agenda, and part of that is the way the government has handled the coronavirus crisis. The extent to which the small guy, the small woman, the sole trader, the small business, in many cases are going to the wall, where actually, you know, if you compare for argument's sake Florida, which didn't lock down, and in California, which did lock down, it almost seems to make no difference. So we're not just anti-lockdown, and that's a very important point to make. When it comes to these elections coming up this year, we have a problem. Firstly, that we're a new party, so you've got to get your message out to the public. But what the government have said is that because of coronavirus, we're not allowed to leaflet door to door, we're not allowed to knock on doors, we're not allowed to street canvass. So we are racking our brains right now as to how we can put together an effective campaign, given that we're being told that, effectively, we can't do it. Former Conservative MP Michelle Ballantyne is the leader of the Scottish Reform UK Party and will be campaigning for them at the Scottish parliamentary elections on the 6th of May. Mr. Farage has criticised the SNP's desire for independence by stating their desire to remain in the EU would not be true freedom. As well as the measures Mr. Farage mentioned in his interview, Reform UK are looking to cut taxes for businesses to kickstart the economy after the pandemic has been dealt with.